Okay, I think I'm good. What's going on? Yeah, so I decided to get PS3 emulation set up on the old PC here. Which is something I've been meaning to do for a while, but I just never got around to it. I think partially just because I didn't think that my PC would be able to run it that well. I'd also kind of been inclined to try and get it onto the Steam Deck, but I always felt like it was a more complicated setup than some other emulators, and it turns out it's really not that difficult at all. Almost embarrassingly so. So, my history with the PS3 is kind of weird because, like, I had a dry spell during, like, the early 2000s where I had a PS2, but I was primarily playing a lot of SmackDown and a lot of my N64 still, because that's just all I had access to. So then when the PS3 and the Xbox 360 came along, I certainly didn't get them at launch. And I only got a PS3 because, do you remember that time, that glorious time, where you could get a phone and you could just get a fucking PS3 console or a TV with it? That was that period. Wild times. So I got a PS3 that way. But I didn't play a lot on it. Like, I knew I had, obviously, a bunch of the SmackDown games. And I played stuff like BioShock. And Bayonetta would be a big one, but I didn't really do a lot with my PS3. Like, obviously, it was used as a Blu-ray drive. But I definitely, of the two consoles of that generation, well, of the three, I guess, of that generation, I played a lot more Xbox and Wii. And even then, there's a ton of stuff on both of those I've not got to. But like a game like Resistance Fall of Man and that Resistance trilogy as a whole, I never played, never got to. And so, you know, I got the emulator set up. Turns out it works out pretty well. I played about 5 minutes of this just to check that it's working, and yeah, it seems to be working pretty well. So now, is this going to be the start of my PS3, you know, revolution? Who knows? I'll probably do this for like a week and then get bored. But I at least wanted to, you know, jump in and play a bit at least. And I figured I have a bit of free time. I've done a few bits today. Why not? Why not play some on a stream? So I have it, because everything has to be streamed now. Now, obviously, the fun thing about this is you get to see the actual, like, behind the scenes of the emulator actually running and whatnot. While I obviously cannot tell you, you know, where to get the games for, I can at least try and give a little bit of guidance if you get stuck trying to set the emulator up yourself. I guess the next thing I should try and do is get it set up on the Steam Deck and see how that works. I know Barry has PS3 RSPC3 set up on his. That's something I'm going to have to get to at some point, but just, there is a charm to, yeah, you will die. There definitely is a charm to that era of piss brown graphics and piss brown filters. And also the era where, like, there's obviously that next, like, step up in terms of level design, but it's still quite barren. You know, you think about how this would look in 2025, and this whole setup would be just insane. And it would probably annoy me, because I find, like, visual noise... Oh, someone's dead. I find like I was trying to play that Warhammer 40,000 game from last year, and I just found it too visually noisy. And I just couldn't really get into it. You know, like I haven't played Half-Life 2, but I've been watching Barry play it. And but I have been playing a bunch of like Gran Turismo 4. And I think we peaked there. I don't think we needed to get any more complex than that. Right, do we do regen health, or what's the deal with this? Or are we doing health packs? I think we're doing health packs. Do I have... Oh, Jesus. Do I have health packs? Hmm. There's also no music, which is a choice. You are now ambassadors of your country. Remember the chain of command. All intelligence is reported to your superior officer. If there are no US officers present, keep to yourself. It is impolite to criticize your host. Remember the basic security rule. Name, rank, serial number. Sir, yes, sir. Oh man, I need some health. That is not health. Come, like painkillers or something. You will play Max Payne, right? Maybe not that way. I should be safe to drop down here, right? There we go. The emulator is quite interesting in how it's like constantly compiling shaders. Obviously, this is, you know, a little bit more technically advanced than say Z-SNES. But I do wonder how it's working in the background. I'm sure, like, I don't know, Modern Video Gamer or one of the YouTube channels has Oh, the Bullseye is the Chimerian main battle rifle. It has a rapid cyclic rate and a high damage capability. Pressing L1 fires a homing tag. Ooh, okay. And that's how we are doing that. Okay. It's quiet. Not anymore. Wasted. But yeah, we're definitely at the era of the knee-high, waist-high barriers. But, you know, it's not Gears, is it? Like, there's a snap to Gears. You know what? I think I might be in the mood for some Gears when that new one comes out. Oh, right, R1. It's very weird that R1 is to shoot and not R2. It's also very weird to be playing a game from this time where it doesn't use regen health. You know, that just it was not the norm for the time by this point. Well, this was like 2006, so like Gears is around this time as well. Like these must have been developed around about the same time. So it might not be fair to say that this was like directly taken from Gears. But I don't know where the timelines are. victims compulsively try to tear the creatures out themselves. What? Creatures enter through the airway. Oh, okay. No pain response, rapid shallow breathing. Enemies sometimes kills outright, other times infects bodies, leaving them comatose. In a way, infected bodies are left alone. Alright, so this isn't just like aliens trying to take over and enslave us. There's like actual infection. I do feel like this was my main issue, or why I was never particularly compelled by Resistance. It did kind of feel like it didn't quite know what it wanted to be. Like, it felt like it was pulling from way too many angles. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna die here. Ah! It's tough. It's tougher than I expected for the first level. But I also, you know, I'm kind of out of loop with first-person shooter games, so that probably doesn't help. I have not started the new Doom yet. But I do keep wanting to press R2 to fire, which is going to hamper me somewhat. We did better that time. I'm pleasantly surprised by how well the emulator runs. Like, I was thinking that there would be random bits of hitching or whatnot, but like, this thing is way smoother than I thought. Feel like something's gonna spring up on me. That's a very weird checkpoint, but alright.
Captain, you seeing this? What the hell is that?
Oh, that's a bad time. That's a bad time. Ah. Ah. That's no good.
No one knows exactly how Hale was infected by the Chimeran virus. Our only clue is a journal entry recovered from the body of a US medic. It says that he encountered a number of comatose soldiers in a dry creek bed. One of the soldiers, a sergeant, suddenly woke up. Unlike the other soldiers, his body had no wounds at all. The sergeant refused any kind of medical examination, insisting on catching up to the rest of the company. If that sergeant was in fact Nathan Hale, then he remains the only...
Oh my god, it's The Last of Us.
...after being infected. Whether the Chimeran virus mutated within him, or whether his body had an innate resistance to it...
Resistance, yeah. Right, I get it now. I see. I see. Also, Nathan Hell, you generic ass looking motherfucker. Ah, you are certainly of a period, aren't you?
Hey, Sarge, you alright? They told me Arrow 2 was wiped out. Come on.
Just, you know. I'm a bit buggy. Oh my god. Like antlions? This game is not what I thought it was going to be. They were fucking antlions.
Where the hell are the Brits?
Probably taking over. Oh, hello. Yeah, you can die now. I think the other lad's dead. Yep, he's dead. That's some noises. How many of these fuckers are there? Whew. Sorry, mate. It was either you or me. Thank God the reload on this thing is quick. I can hear one. Hello. Like, I didn't play a lot of first-person shooters from this period. I played BioShock. I played BioShock. Like, that's, you know, that and Infinite. But they're the only two I really remember. I'm sure I played some Borderlands, I guess, but that doesn't count. Pick up what now? Oh, hello. Can I zoom in? Oh. Oh, so I can now get health regen from the big lads. Yeah, definitely not what I was expecting with this game. Sufficient damage will kill Chimera outright or leave it with lasting wounds that the creature cannot heal, but recent research suggests that Chimera have developed a symbiotic bacteria which complements and amplifies their healing abilities. Bacteria are suspended in a viscous yellowish fluid. Our researchers have dubbed the Simbac serum. In the healing process, which would be dependent on further. Alright. We have narrative dependent health regen. It does seem a bit silly that, you know, these intel notes are just kind of scattered around parts of the countryside, but it's a video game. Keep America out of foreign wars. Fucking too right. And England. The Department of War budget has increased by an average of 60% per year for the last 5 years. Stay out of Europe, say no to foreign wars. Damn right. Oh man. That just makes me want to go play Metal Gear Revengeance. Which I do have on Steam. Like, I could go and play that again. That is definitely a game that I played on PS3. but I don't know. Can I bring myself to play through that nonsense again? Ah, so it regenerates to next court level. Okay. And then you use the health packs, which these guys don't have. Okay. Alright, it's all coming together now. Annoyingly, I can't, like, I like to be able to zoom in. Certainly when you got enemies farther away, but I can't do that. Get fucked. Man, I lost more health there than I was hoping for. Really quite stingy. I take it back.
This is 3. We're moving wounded. It's slow going. Baker 12. We've got what's left of 5 and 10. Approaching depot from Romeo Road. ETA 10 minutes. God damn it! Someone's gotta be around here. Where's Arrow? Arrow came in over the AA. They fought in the street. Perfect. All right, all Baker units proceed to the depot ASAP.
There we go. It's my health regen. That was just rude. Oh. Okay. I'm not used to like RT not being the trigger button. Really weird. Can I swap these around? No, I can't. Maybe I can. Aha, I can! Never mind, I take it back. Glorious. Okay. That makes more sense. Is there a way to zoom in? Actually, now I'm here. Toggle zoom. Ah, okay. That'd be a run button, usually. 2006 mark. Things weren't quite as standardized as they've once become. Or soon become. This looks like they're dropping off for a set piece. Maybe a checkpoint. Okay. I'll tell you what, it works surprisingly better than I would think it would. Like, my PC is not the most advanced setup or whatnot. Like, I built this PC about 5 years ago now. But it works okay. Like, I've been playing for about half an hour. I've not had any issue. Can I? Yeah, I can get this. Nice. Ooh. Love a set piece. Oh. Now, how this goes, like, from game to game, who knows? I've only tried out 2 games so far. This and Castlevania Lords of Shadow. And so far, they both worked totally fine. But I also only played, like, Lords of Shadow for about 15 minutes. So who knows if there's, like, specific set pieces or specific areas where it becomes a problem, but you know, this has been pretty busy so far, and yeah, no issues. Waiting for a sneak attack, waiting for a sneak attack. I'm getting there, don't worry.
You hold that LZ. No one dies until I get there. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Good. Winter's out.
I don't know, I guess for 2006, you're probably like, oh my god, look at this! Oh! Oh. There we go. Do tanks reverse in real life? I guess they must. Do tanks have gears? Never thought about this before. Oh, they were on my side, weren't they?
The Americans regrouped at an
Oh, okay.
abandoned bus
I thought that was like an instant game over.
Under the command of a Captain Winters, they staged a daring tactical offensive. The Chimera had begun to close in on their position. If the Americans could secure the site, they would have a perfect
You know what? It's interesting seeing this. Like,
battle would tip in their
there are so many games now these days that obviously have like very, very small budgets, very small teams. And so they do the still image thing as a way to progress narrative without obviously having to spend money on animation or whatnot. And it feels like it's a modern phenomena, but no, you would still see it even for a game like this, which probably had like a decent production budget behind it. I mean, it's Insomniac Games, for God's sake. But you do also have to pick and choose your battles where you can. This feels like a fairly fucking look at the size of this area. All right, this is so what we're kind of like a tower defense or just survive type of mode now. Can we run? Ah, right, we're doing that. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, take some of that back. How about that? How about that? Catch me outside. Maybe not. Alright, let's try this again. I guess I'm doing all the hard work here, alright? Oh, you're still there. Ah, come on! Should have been dead. Oh, that didn't work. Alright. I mean, it's not really turret down. Like, they can come and take it back over if they want to. But I see what you're going for. Oh boy. How are we going to do this? Yeah, come give me a hand. Distract them. Did that do anything? I do not know. Love me an indestructible crate. Run, 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 run. Oh my god. Can't tell if there's one to the left of me here. But there's definitely some behind or in front. Da 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 da. Just unnecessary. I mean, what is north? I don't know what north is because you've not given me a fucking compass or anything. Whatever. I can see it. Ain't doing much from here. I'll tell you one thing, this Chimera weapon sucks. Oh, I got no more fucking ammo. Boy. Oh, hello. Checkpoint reached.
We're not gonna leave the armor anything but scraps and a bad smell.
I mean, so far, I'm quietly impressed. The enemy AI is not stupid. This kind of section, like, plays pretty well. I'm just checking messages. Alright, we're back to it. Bah. Where are they coming from next? Around the fuel station. Alright. That I do know. Such crass language. Right, that went a lot better.
And the cavalry's here. Perfect timing.
Ah, right.
Well fought. We might just hold this little piece of heaven.
Tapazzini, bring those tanks in here and scrape out a landing zone. Sir! Incoming!
Look at this prick. Oh no.
We know from the craters that the Chimera ended the battle by launching spires. There is no defense against a spire attack. By the time you see them in the air, it's already too late. After impact, the spires release swarms of crawlers. Literally thousands of them can come from a single spire. Whole cities have been infected in minutes.
I mean,
The crawlers have done their work.
it's just
The Chimera send in carriers to collect the
it's just Half-Life.
The role of the carriers
It's
is to
just
transport
Half-Life.
infected humans to conversion centers. It's at these locations that the Chimeran creatures are born. Hale was brought to a conversion center in the town of Grimsby. My convoy team and I were imprisoned at the same location. We had been captured uninfected, so we were put in makeshift pens.
Grimsby does seem like the type of place you'd have a conversion therapy center of a different type. Yeesh. Again, it's just Half-Life. Yeah, fuck you. Everyone around me is dead. But in some ways, it does feel like a fairly average shooter that's clearly aping from, you know, elements of Halo and Half-Life. Oh, yeah, you're dead.
Hey! Over here! The console! Shoot the console! Bloody hell! Thanks for that. I'm Parker.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Sergeant Hale, First Rangers.
Oh, you got, like, actual
I
facial
thought the Chimera
movement.
stopped all of you in York.
Chimera.
Those creatures. Oh, you jammed it. I'm sorry, Hale. Looks like you'll have to find your own way out. I'll be in touch. Frequency 77.6.
It's just
Strange enough that a
so
lot of
generic
soldiers
looking.
walking around a Chimeran conversion center.
God.
But it was his eyes that were most disturbing. They showed unmistakable Chimeran traits. It was subtle, but it was there. Whoever Nathan Hale was, he wasn't entirely human.
I'm curious, like, if they grab me, are they insta kill or they do like way more damage? Because obviously they don't have weapons, which I'm not going to complain about. Something's going on up there. Oh, you've had a bad time, haven't you? Oh, they are breakable. But, like, breakable with anything in them, because, you know, again, using Half-Life as the reference point, pretty much break anything in that game, and it's got something of use. This one, not so much. Alright, we actually have got some enemies, okay. Yeah, this is not ideal zooming. I want to be able to hold the left trigger. Ooh, I wonder, could I... Can I toggle this to... I can! Oh my god! And then fucking... I don't need voice chat. Crouch. Toggle zoom. Okay, I think that might work. Yeah. Alright, okay. This is more to my liking. Still keep trying to fire grenades I don't have. There you go. What did I put to... There we go. Absolutely gonna forget all of my button configuration changes. There are some of the cloven in the holding pen across from us. I hope we get to see them infected before the crawlers get to us. Let them escape us out of the devils. Angry night coming, crazy bastards. They all simply chewed their veins out of their own wrists. They bled to death rather than be converted. Yeah, that seems fair. I have to keep reminding myself that, is this the kitchen? Oh my god, we got ovens and everything! I guess we're in Grimsby, we're not on like a alien planet or whatnot, so it's not as unreasonable. I have to keep reminding myself that I'm like doing this through emulation, and this thing is running really well. Holy shit, maybe I should play Duke Nukem Forever like this. Don't be silly, Mark. What the fuck? Also, what are these things, huh? What's your deal? Yeah, the zoom isn't perfect, but like at least assigning it to the left trigger makes my life a tad bit easier. I guess we're going down here. Okay, yeah, you're... Right, okay. AI clearly isn't perfect. Well, you know, I guess it understands I'm here. Just walk up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Whatever. What the fuck are you? The Hedgehog Grenade is a Chimerian anti-personnel. It's thrown like an ordinary hand grenade. Upon landing, it springs up and expands in the spiny cluster at its kill height. Ooh. Shotgun, hell yeah. Alright. They're not going to piss me off to no end. At least when they're not in the grass, they're easy to see. Very much. Thank you very much. Didn't realize there was one over there. Man, do headshots not count for anything in this game? Now, I saw an icon for something. I don't know what was dropped. Not going to stress about it. Oh, I forgot you were there. Hello. Come on, it was a clean headshot. Where are you coming from? Where are you coming from? Ah, whatever. You some sort of rock star out there, mate. Oh, God. Friendly fire, eh? Man, that is a brutal checkpoint. What the fuck? heard something. I'm behind the wall, mate. Yes! Just... every game, regardless of whether it's a first-person shooter or not, should have a shotgun. Whoa, hello. Alright, yep, okay. That answers that question. Fuck me. What do you do exactly? Oh, right, you do that. Okay. So I can, like, try and seek those out. Go away. What are they're like those buzzsaw things in Half-Life. Everything here is just Half-Life. Like, I'm not gonna hold back from saying that every time I see something that's an obvious reference.
The conversion center was built on top of an old fish cannery. Networks of tubes transported the bodies from one stage of conversion to another. Once humans are infected by the Chimeran virus, they fall into a coma. The virus begins changing their bodies from the inside out, eventually turning them into one of the Chimeran creatures. The conversion centers simply speed up the process.
Hardcore? Hardcore.
Sergeant Hale, come in. I'm seeing more hybrid patrols now. They must know we've escaped. Be careful.
Can't believe I've lost 2 bars of health already. Ah, it's probably because I wasn't looking at you. It's kind of weird to be playing a first-person shooter that just absolutely goes out of its way to not have music. Like, Half-Life would obviously have its moments and was quite tasteful about how it used music, and I think is one of the more impactful games for doing that kind of thing. I don't remember about BioShock. That was a waste. What's up? Grimsby doesn't look like this. Maybe there's like some sort of new game. Well, is New Game Plus really a thing in 2006? I don't really feel like it is. But I'm not entirely sure how to work with those magnet balls. They're not quite grenades.
During the second phase of the conversion process, the humans are wrapped in cocoons. This accelerates the final stages of the conversion. What emerges from the cocoon is determined by the strain of the virus. Each Chimeran creature is created by a separate strain. What we call hybrids, the ones that most closely resemble humans, have the shortest gestation period. The more beastly creatures take months to create and are made from multiple human
Oh my god.
bodies.
And someone had a field day putting this narrative together. Oh, good. The return of my favorites. You did not want to come through the store, did you? Let's do this again. Some good monster noises. Got that going for it. Fuck you. Oh, we're just putting that washing out. Hanging up to dry. I'd really like it if nothing popped out of these pods. Really like that. Yeah. Waste of ammo. The lack of headshots is really bothering me. And also, I guess, like, the non-destructible elements of the characters. You know, like Gears of War. Shit's exploding. You know, heads are exploding. That's part of the charm. There's a lack of destructive quality to the enemies that is very much noticeable. Get out of my personal space. I keep using triangle to try and change weapon. It's absolutely not triangle. God, your weapons are useless. Not that way. Did I come from that way? No, I didn't. Wait, where? It definitely came from here. Oh, why did I do that? Why did I do that? I wanted to fucking... Okay. We'll leave that there for now. An hour, got my fill. Got a vibe for it. We'll come back to this at some point. Alright. We'll throw this up on the VOD at some point. And yeah, we'll leave it there. So, thanks for watching. And who knows? Who knows what else I might try. With some PS3 emulation. So, until then. Ta-da.